you were in studio on my show back in 2016. I don't know if you remember. You were here to watch the NCAA wrestling tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually talked a lot. I just listened to the interview again just to remind me of what we talked about. We talked a lot about your roommate, your friend. And the Bisping photo makes me think that this makes me sad that you and Colby are beefing. This makes me sad. You guys were boys. You spoke so highly of him in that interview. I don't know if you remember, but going to Taco Bell late at night.
Yeah. I mean, me and this individual shared a lot of memories, you know.
Yeah, you guys were real friends.
At some point, I would have considered us real friends. Knowing that he'd take to the internet or online to bash me when I had never bashed him, and he just took to bashing it, whether it be for a Facebook like or maybe he's gonna get 10 more pay-per-view buys when we do fight. If you would sell out our friendship like that so quick, we never had a friendship. You know, it was all fake. I thought we had a friendship, but I could see from your end to mine, we were never cool, man. You were just using me or whatever the hell, you know, sleeping on my couch. Obviously, you already knew who I was, so how would I get Colby on your show? I'd tell you about my boy Colby. I'd do it with other radio shows, you know. So I just feel like, man, this dude's a punk, you know. And then to really put the nail in the coffin, ripped off my coach. Didn't pay him money. My coach was training him since he's an amateur all the way till he got his title with RDA, and then after that, just ripped him off. When that happened, he died to me, you know. So I really don't like to address him in interviews because nobody the F knows who he is, especially if they're watching me. They want to see pure violence. They don't want to see pure hugging, you know. So none of my fans really know who this dude is, you know. So that'll be the first and last time we address that peasant on this show, man. But I thought we were friends. We never were, you know. If for a couple dollars you would throw my name under the bus or try to say things, we were never cool, you know.
I'm just because I spoke to Dustin on Monday, and he didn't really want to talk about him either. Because I said, like, what would happen if you see him at the gym? And he's like, you'll read about it. And that was pretty much it. I don't foresee any sort of scenario where he could be allowed in the gym. Like, how this is going to tear the gym apart, right? If you and Dustin, two guys who are so respected, isn't that going to be a problem?
Well, you're even skipping the gun before you get to me and Dustin. Why was this guy ever bad-mouthing Amanda? You know, one of the greatest fighters ever. She's a chick. You know, like you don't have no respect for yourself, man. And once he started doing this gimmick, we already started separating ways. Like, like the whole hanging out with girls, he doesn't get girls like that. 1, 2, when has it become so cool to kiss and tell? Like he's talking about who he's having affairs with and this and that, and then talking bad about women. Like, man, I met this guy's father. He actually has a dad, man. I'm surprised he acts this way, you know, like a punk, literally, just to get a reaction, just to get this, people talking about him. I can't see eye to eye with that. I don't care for that because I know who he is in real life. He's not this this character he's trying to be in real life, that he's a sex symbol or that he doesn't have no feelings or nothing. He's actually quite the opposite, you know. So it's crazy to see what people will do literally for the dollar. They will sell their soul. And that's part of the reason also it's taken me so long to get here. I've never changed. I've continued to be true to myself. You know that I'm the same person you interviewed 10, 15 years ago. I'm going to continue to be that person. If they like me, cool. If they don't, it is what it is, man, you know, but I ain't selling my soul for the dollar, man.
If you win on November 2nd, life is going to change.
No.
When you win, my apologies. When you win on November 2nd, life is going to change.
Don't mess up again.
But has life changed already? Like, do you feel a difference?
Dramatically.
How so?
Life changed dramatically, man. I heard this saying before that you're last considered a prophet in your own city. Is it something like that? Did they say? That's when I really noticed, when my own city took like a general consensus of me, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been fighting forever, and it's never been like a big thing over there where I can't go out. Now it's like where I can't go out, you know, and it's in my own city. So that's when I knew, like, wow.
People come up to you, want to take pictures.
Yeah. Like, it's always happened in California and New York a lot more. Like, if I'm just here randomly, I get a lot more, I guess people are way more educated in MMA in New York, let's say, in California. Or they just get the trends first, you know, because it's in Miami, I've never felt that boom like how it is now. And that's how I knew, like, man, I must have gone to the next tier up, you know?
One thing, it sounds silly, but one thing that I really think helped maybe connect you with the people of Miami is when you said super necessary in that press conference. It's a crazy thing that this has blown up.
I don't know why that's super necessary. I didn't know that super necessary was so Miami.
You didn't know that? Because afterwards, it seems like everyone's like, oh, he's our guy. He said super necessary. And I heard the other one was irregardless, that everyone says over there. A word that doesn't really make sense, but people say, do you say irregardless?
I'm sure, man, maybe in the heat of the moment I do, you know. The super necessary, I mean, I guess people do say that. I don't know.
But you know that blew up, right? Like that's what the guys on Le Batard.
Well, you know, I don't know on the TV.
I know.
I don't really get on the social media much, so I don't know what blows up or doesn't. I just do my thing, and then later on, they're like, "Hey, good job." I'm like, "All right, cool," you know. So
One little word.
Yeah, super. Like the 3-piece in the soda, you know. I never would have thought it was gonna blow up like that, you know. But whatever.
It's a crazy thing because now I feel like they view you as their guy. 305. Like
that's what I'm saying, you know. Now.
Right.
Now. What were they waiting for? They should have been the first ones there.
So is there a party that's like, yo, you guys are Johnny-come-latelys? Now you're gonna show me love after 16 years? Right? Is there a part of you that's like, where were you guys back in the day when I was fighting for shark fights?
My boy said it, not me.
Yeah. You feel that way?
Of course, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it like from exposure side. Like if I was able, if the UFC thought like, wow, we could get the Miami market with this guy, the UFC would have been pushing me earlier.
Right.
So there is that part of me of, gosh, I wish it would have got behind me sooner. But at the same time, man, God aligns the stars up for a reason, you know, and God's timing's perfect. So he wanted it now, you know, so now it is.
How much are we making for this fight?
We're making.
Good?
We're making some people are going to be, not some people. A lot of people are going to be mad when they see this. And I would rather much say a lot of people are going to be happy. Yeah. But seeing how a lot of my co-workers have already been taken to the stuff, when they actually find out these numbers.
What are we talking 7 figures? Big numbers? Most ever in your career?
That's not fair, man. And then you can't even say nothing because when you look at my resume, what I've been doing, how long I've been doing, not just to forget about the UFC, before coming to the UFC, you know, because you've been covering the sport for ages. Man, I deserve these paychecks and then some.
A long time ago?
A long time ago, my brother.
You're making up for lost time.
On November 2nd, not only am I charging for all this year's work, but it's compound interest, man. It's been building up for a long time. I'm this credit card company that's coming in to collect, man. And man, I got some interest rates to apply. And I'm not somebody you want to owe money to.
And you get pay-per-view points. First time. It's finally coming together.
This guy knows too much.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Finally.
Woo. It's awesome to be here, you know, to look at that mountain peak and be like, I know I could climb and push yourself, get to the top, look down and be like, look at all that I did. But I'm looking even higher, man. I got some big plans, man. I got some huge plans.
I know you're fighting for this fictitious title, but...
Fictitious?
Well, I'm just...
The company, in all its running, has never had a bad mother ever title. It just can't be coincidence that I'm one of the people competing for it. This title is the hardest title out walking the planet, man. They picked 2 dogs, and that's for a reason. In the history of this company, have you heard them put up a title like that before? Why do you think so, man? Why do you think so,
Because it's well-deserved. But I'm wondering if in those plans, there's a real belt in those plans. Like, will it feel like you fell short if you don't get the actual title at some point, or do you not care about that?
You want me blunt, honest with you?
Please.
I want to take everybody's head that's in the top 10. I want to take their head and their soul with it, man. And if they have some Mickey Mouse title with their waist, I'm going to take that too. I just see maybe when I look at other divisions, I could see talent, I could see skill set. But when I look at my division, I just see like, I got my work cut out for me. But every single one of these guys, I'm going to baptize them, man. I'm just going to separate myself from the pack in as much way, shape, and form as possible. So if there's somebody going out there spreading rumors that they have a belt worth getting for, I'm coming for you. That's it. There's not more to it. I'm coming for your head. And I don't like the he say, she say. We're going to find out the only way that there is, and that's fighting, you know. So whatever they end up doing with the sissy fighting belt championships on that side, I don't know. But that bad motherfucker belt, that's going to be mine, man. And after that, I'm going to defend it against whoever they deem to defend it against.
Last one. Who's the A side on November 2nd? You or Nate?
You're looking at the A side. You're looking at the A, the alpha, the everything, man. The alpha and the omega's right here in front of you, baby. Why would you ask such questions, man?
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.